realized I was supposed to be going live every week, but I just fell off. So here I am. I just got out the shower, just washed my hair. Well, I just rinsed my hair because it was already clean. I washed it during the week, but I wanted it to be wet for when I braid it. 1 year and 6 months. Congratulations. Yeah, so I'm just moisturizing my face. I'm about to get to my hair. But I decided against it. I'm just going to cornrow. I'll probably retwist just the front. This wet towel right there for now. Oh, I'm going to oil it first. And I'm hoping that I can cornrow it in a way that it doesn't hurt my head. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know I've been complaining about being tender-headed. And it's not fun. Yes, I haven't been on here in a little while, so I thought I'd come through. That's the shake. What's going on? I hope everyone is enjoying their weekends. Hope you all can hear me well. Happy 9 months. Around 9 months is when I feel like I was like officially locked-ish. 2 years and 10 months. Nice. Almost 3 years. Oh, bonjour. Bonjour. I just put a little oil on my scalp. I want to oil it with this heat. Well, today is actually really cool. What's wrong with my internet? Okay, I think it's fine now. Yeah, so I want to braid it. Yeah, the link to my wraps is in my description box. What were you talking about? How do you soothe your tender scalp? When I have a tender scalp, I have to just take down my hairstyle, whatever it's in. Like if it's in a bun or if it's in an updo or whatever, I have to just take it down. There's no other solution for me. I mean, I'm looking for a better way because I still want to be able to do styles and, you know, not be in pain. But until I find that solution, I'm just going to be taking down my styles because I can't. So for all of you ladies who wear those, you know, fancy updos all the time, how do you do it? And how does your scalp not hurt? And how do you not get headaches? I want to know, what's your secret? Oh, my bangle. Thank you. 4 years. Nice. Oh, July 4th. Okay. It's cool when people do their lockiversary on like a holiday or like a birthday. That way you don't forget. Okay. I think I put too much oil on my face. I look too greasy. So I'm going to cornrow my hair in like sections because for whatever reason, it never works when I just go straight back. So I'm going to I'm trying to do it in 2 seconds. So I'll cornrow the back half and then I'll cornrow the top half. It just, when I do it straight back, it just gets too bulky. And I'm not going to retwist it. I'm only going to retwist the edges. It doesn't bother me as long as there's no pin sticking me in my scalp. Man, it bothers me regardless. It bothers me regardless. And I don't remember when that first started happening to me. I think maybe I was like 4 years or 3 years in when I noticed that that like, updos were a problem for me. My hair is the length of yours, and I cannot do any updos without getting a migraine. Yeah, we're in the same boat. We're in the same boat. Yes, I legit can't go to the salon anymore. I'm so tender-headed. There's got to be a solution. Who knows? Who knows what to do? What updos are an issue. Yeah. My hair is only a bit past shoulder length, though. Sheesh. Yeah, man. But so I was thinking like, well, so what am I gonna do like when I get married? I plan on getting married eventually. What am I gonna do? Like, you want like a really pretty bridal updo style. Like, I think I would want like some kind of like pin curls and some kind of like situation. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to like last my whole wedding and the reception and everything like that. So I will probably end up just like having a nice updo for like photos, like maybe like the day before or something, and then the day of my wedding I'll have my hair down. I'll probably have my hair down in a curl set or something. Yes, my scalp gets so sore when I do the updos. Yeah, most of us, I feel like a lot of us have been complaining about that. When I put that post on Instagram, the amount of people who said, yeah, me too, at least I felt like, comforted in that I'm not the only one, but it still sucks that so much of us deal with it. Updo style for ladies with locks. What are you saying? I have styles on my channel. Well, I haven't done updo styles on my channel in a long time. But I can do one. Actually, I did a shoot with hair.com and in collaboration with Mizani Hair Products. So as soon as I get that footage, I'll be able to do I'll do a YouTube video on it. I mean, my hair was styled by Ashley. I don't know her last name, but her name on Instagram is AL Styles. So she styled my hair, but I'm gonna try to recreate the style, doing it myself, so it can be more of a tutorial. A man would thank you. I don't style my hair anymore because it hurt too much. Yeah, a lot of you guys asked me to do style tutorials, and like honestly, the main reason why I don't do styles is because it's just a pain. Like, I don't style my hair. I don't. Like, I do curls. You guys see me doing curls all the time. I do curls and like half up, half down, or like a simple bun. Where are my little rubber bands? Or like a simple bun, but like beyond that, I don't do much. You know who you can watch for some fun styles? I should probably ask her. Jungle Barbie. She's always doing different styles. I need to ask her like how does she manage, because maybe I guess she doesn't get a ton of headed, but I'll ask her. Did you dye your own hair? I see you have gone black now. Yes, I've been black for almost a year maybe. And yes, I dyed it myself. Yep. Mm. And by the way, I'm not trying to braid it for it to be pretty and neat. I just want it braided down. So yeah, I just wanted to be braided down so I can have a protective style for when I go to the gym, and I would like it to be curly when I take it out. My locks are beautiful. I've been locked for 14 years, cut them twice, not off, but into a bob, and then a mohawk. Now they are almost at your length. Check out my page, Keisha. My page is positive. Okay, 14 years. Congratulations on your patience and your discipline. I don't intend on keeping my locks that long. I mean, I want to experience an afro, so I'm going to eventually cut it maybe halfway and comb it out, play with the fro, and then lock it back up. And I'll see what kind of locks I'll pursue when that time comes. But I think I will go a little thicker than what I have now. My next lock set, but that is not in the recent and that's not in the near future. So don't worry about that yet. I'll keep y'all posted. But at this point, I am considering like trimming them down just to alleviate some of my stress, alleviate some of the weight. I mean, I always find that my hair is not heavy, but I find that it is heavy when I wash it. Like right now it's a little heavy. And in the summertime it feels heavy. You know what? I actually recorded a video this week kind of ranting about how much like my locks get on my nerves in the summertime and how much they've been bothering me lately with the tenderheadedness and the heat and stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to post that video because it's not very positive at all. Like why did I make that video? So that's pretty much why I didn't have a video this week at all, because I wasn't trying to post that. Thank you. I will be purchasing from you soon. Thank you for your support. That is one thing that I like about the summertime, though. I have an excuse to wear my hair up for the heat, and I get to use my infinity head wraps. I mean, I can use my infinity head wraps in the wintertime as well. To heat tight on my scalp because I know it's gonna bother me to sleep. Like, you know, whenever you do your hair, or I should speak for myself, whenever I do my hair, I do updo, I do braids or whatever, it's comfortable while I do it, but then like an hour later or 2 hours later, then it starts hurting. So I got to be more gentle right now so that later on I don't have any issues. Oh my God, I have locks too, but only for 10 months. You're almost there. Well, you probably are locks by now. Are you 10 months? Are you locks yet? Tiara Robertson, are you locked? I think I was pretty much locked at 10 months. How did you keep your edges full and growing? I don't style them very tightly. I don't retwist them too often. I mean, a lot of people do think that I retwist them too often, but it's not too often for me. I retwist, not as of late, but in the past, I retwist every 2 weeks. And that's how often I wash them. And I don't overly retwist them. I don't interlock. I use satin on my edges. And I use my oils. You know, I have hair growth oils available for sale on my online shop. So definitely check it out and check the description box for details on the oils, on the ingredients and stuff. And, you know, check it out. Try it out if you're interested. I have red locks and few ends of them are broken when I wash them. My guess is that you bleach them before you turn them red. Yeah, and bleach will do that to you. Hey, Keisha, finally caught you. Hey, good afternoon. Well, it's afternoon where I'm at. I retwist every month. Is that okay? Yeah, that's cool. If that's what works for you. If that's what works for you. I feel like I am like tripping over my tongue today, stuttering left and right. But yeah, if that works for you, that's fine. If you're early on in your journey, I prefer that you retwist every wash. So if you wash it once a month, then I think that retwisting every month is appropriate. I'm only 11, but I really want to grow my hair really long like yours. You're only 11 and you have a YouTube account? Girl. So if you want to grow your hair really long like mine, then yeah, then you're on track. Just keep it up. Just that's it. Keep it up. I don't know what you're doing on YouTube, girl. 11, child. Lord. I'm not a parent yet, so I should not say anything. I will keep my mouth shut. I used to retwist my first set every 2 weeks. Traction alopecia had me cut them off. Now on my third set, hair is much better, but not as it was before. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, 2 weeks doesn't work for everybody. I do it 2 weeks, and I've done it 2 weeks since the beginning. Actually, my very first retwist was 3 weeks after I started, and then after that, it was 2 weeks, like clockwork, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, until my hair got to a certain length where I was comfortable with having like a messy look. And now my hair is super long. Like I don't give a about my my messy roots. I gotta censor myself. We got an 11-year-old in the building. No cursing. Hey love, what do you recommend for a scalp that gets a little tender in certain areas? Sometimes my scalp gets so tender and I never been tender-headed in my life. My locks are long as well. Yeah, I'm guessing you just joined because that's what I was just complaining about. I don't know. But what is like triggering you? Is it like the retwisting? Is it styling? My guess is that whatever it is you do with your hair, just do it a little looser. That's the only thing I could imagine. Like, just do whatever you're doing looser. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to braid my hair loosely. I just left. Wait. Will my locks lock if I don't retwist my roots often? Absolutely. That's what hair does. Hair locks. You know, the people who have freeform locks and they never retwist their hair and their hair locks. So don't worry if you don't retwist your hair. I just let my 15-year-old on social media. I just let my 15-year-old on social media and heavily monitored 15-year-old granddaughter. Yeah, I mean, well, when I was 15, I was in obviously I was in high school. That's when like MySpace got popping. So I had a MySpace account and honestly, even before that, I was online, but and like going to different like chat rooms, but not like anything crazy or inappropriate. But I used to go to like chat rooms to talk about the TV shows I watched. Like I would go to like kids chat rooms and talk about the TV shows I watched with other kids, and that was fine. But I'm sure that that's not the case for everybody. And yeah, like when I was maybe like 13, I was doing that. But when I got on MySpace at like 15, that was a whole new world. You know, creepy people reaching out to. Yeah. But yeah, there's a big difference between 15 and 11. If I retwist every 2 weeks, is that good? Well, again, I retwist every 2 weeks, pretty much. So there's your answer. 13 and under is too young. Honestly, 13 is still too young. 13 is still too young. The amount of things that go on social media, back when I was in high school, social media was so much different than it is now. Like, not to make myself sound old, but I was in high school 10 years ago. And 10 years ago, social media, it was fun and stuff, but it wasn't like something everybody checked every 5 minutes. You know, everybody checks their Instagram every 5 minutes. They check their Twitter, they check their Facebook, all of that. We weren't doing that like that often. We would just go on MySpace after school, and that would be that. Like, we had AIM, you know, but that's a little different. So like nowadays, the bullying that goes on in school, it just continues on social media. So like people don't get any escape. But if you don't have social media, you won't have to deal with that. So I feel like kids just don't need to be on social media at all. Not until you're like 16, 17. Honestly. I'm afraid that I did these braids too tight, man. Already, Keisha. So I did 4. Oh boy, I don't want to undo them. I feel like I may end up taking the Advil and just blow dry them and take them out tomorrow. I'm horrible, yo. I'm horrible. I'm horrible at braiding my hair. Where are we at? So let me take a break and talk to you guys. Look at the comments. Just want to say that you inspired me in my lock journey. I've been following you for years. I've bought just about all of your wraps, your beads, and your book. Thank you, Donna Johnson. I appreciate that. Hello, Queen. How do you handle criticism on your lock journey? Criticism? I don't really get criticism. Maybe like in the very beginning. Yeah, in the very beginning, I talked about that in my book, actually. The very beginning, I had people just, like, why are you doing that? Like, why? Because I want to. Oh, the chat just disappeared. Oh, here it is. My computer's acting weird. But honestly, at the end of the day, my brother was just making fun of me for saying at the end of the day. I say at the end of the day a lot. At the end of the day. But at the end of the day, who are you going on this journey for? Yourself or other people? For yourself or for critics? Like, you're doing it for you. I think I'm pretty good at ignoring negativity. Well, I guess I wasn't that way in the beginning, but as I've gotten older, I've been better at that. I'm very bored with the style of my locks. Been locked for 8 years, did an undercut 2 years ago and cut about 8 inches of that last year just for a change. I just wish there were more tutorials for styles. There are a ton of tutorials on YouTube for styles. There are a ton. I'm not the go-to person for styles, in my opinion. I think I'm more go-to for maintenance. But as far as styles, like I was saying earlier, Jungle Barbie is a really good person to go to for styles. And she's really the only person that comes to mind right now, but I know there's more. There are more. There are definitely more. And Jungle Barbie has a ton of styles on her channel. If you're bored with styles, definitely check out her page. I enjoyed your book, and I think you're doing things. Can you still put a unit on with your locks that long? Not this long. I don't think so. I mean, I haven't tried at this length. Last time I tried to put a wig on was probably 2 years ago, and it was a curly wig. So it was like a big curly wig, and yeah, I don't think I could ever wear a straight wig again. Like, the last time I wore a straight wig, it was for like Halloween in college. I think that was my junior year. So I think I was like 2 years locked. So that was the last time I wore a straight wig. But that was just for fun. I'm not, yeah, that's not my thing. That's not my style. Would you use bending rollers to get your locks curly? Bending rollers, are you referring to flexi rods? I'm actually looking at some right now. Are you talking about these? These? I have in the past, but I don't like how bulky they feel on my head. They make my head feel really heavy. I use pipe cleaners. I use pipe cleaners sometimes, even though they're a pain in the butt to put in and to take out for me, because I'm not good at rolling them up. The kind of rollers that I like the best are perm rod rollers. I get the best results with perm rod rollers, and for whatever reason, they're the most comfortable for me, and I like the curl the best. I like the curl set, the results the best, and they last really long. Pipe cleaners last really long too, though. Pipe cleaner curls last really long as well. I love your videos and tutorials. I started my locks this past February and binge watched your videos from the beginning of your journey to now. You're such an inspiration. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and have a blessed journey. I get, so many times I want to take down those videos, my old videos, I want to take them down because they're pretty crappy. But at the same time, that was my journey. You guys, I want you guys to see where I started from. No, not really. For example, when I braid my hair like you're doing now, that's when my hair gets the most tender headed, to the point I can't leave my braids in longer to accomplish a long-lasting style. Organically, Tina, we're in the same boat. I'm here with you. Let me know if you find out what to do about that. I have the same issues with being tender-headed from tight styling, braids, updos, and things like that. Thank you, Tiara. Matiba says, how did you stay encouraged during your baby lock stage? Like those moments where your hair is frizzy after a week so you can't retwist yet. I wore head wraps. I watched other people's lock journeys here on YouTube. Yeah, and I had encouraging friends. I did. And I just knew what I wanted. At the end of the day, I knew what I wanted, and I knew what it took to get what I wanted. I had to go through the ugly phases. For instance, I knew I wanted a bachelor's degree. School wasn't always fun, but I had to tough it out, go to class, do my work, pass these exams, and then I got my bachelor's degree. It's just sometimes you have eyes to any situation. Is your hair all real? Yes, Dante Adams. People will criticize anything you gotta do, anything you do. Gotta do what makes you happy. Absolutely, Nalox. Tiffany Collins, do you have any advice on getting over a breakup after a 9-year relationship? Nine years is a very long time. What I can say is that in 9 years, no matter how old you were when you first started dating, 9 years is a long time, and people change. People change, people grow, people learn themselves, and you learn what it is you need, you learn what it is you want, you learn what it is you can tolerate, and you learn what it is you can't tolerate. And that's okay. I think that accepting that it's okay, accepting that, there may be something better for you. You were in a situation, I don't know, you didn't give me any details. Maybe you were in an unhealthy situation. That's really tough for me to talk about. I don't really talk about relationships on my channel because it's difficult and every situation is unique. But I can relate a little bit. I can relate a bit, I should say. And what I did in that situation, or what I'm doing in that situation, I should say, is that I like to look at like motivational kind of videos on YouTube, just to stay positive and focus on myself, focus on my own goals, focus on my own growth, and remember what it is that I want and need, and don't settle for anything that's not that. And you can't force people to do or be what it is you want. You can't force people to treat you the way you want to be treated, but you do have control over what you accept. So yeah, that's all I got. I'm sorry. Also, okay, Organically Tina says, also I do braid loose. I was thinking maybe wear my hair in a high ponytail. High ponytails bother me sometimes too. High ponytails bother me. I think in that situation it's because of the weight on top, but I guess it depends on how long your hair is. My hair only started bothering me as far as weight, like since I hit 8 years in May. Like it just hit me. But I still will do a high ponytail, but I just might take it out after a few hours, take my pictures, and then take it down. But braiding loose, I don't know. It's just really hard for me to actually braid loose. And my chat, it keeps disappearing. Okay, it's back. This is so weird. Are you ever going to comb or cut your locks? Yeah, eventually. But then I'll start again. I want to play around with an afro and then I'll start again. Okay, I've been chatting for a while. Let me get back to braiding before my hair dries. But I'm going to still keep reading your comments. How am I going to do the front? Wait, let me think. Okay, I'll retwist the front a little bit. I'm using my oils available on my shop, of course. I remember the wig you did a video on. Yeah, I did a video on a curly wig that I made, that I created. That was a few years ago. Yeah, I think that was 3 years ago. I think that's when I turned 25. Really, Keisha? How old are you? That was 2 years ago. I'm 27. No, I think that was when I was 24. Yeah, I was 24 because I remember where I was working. So that was 3 years ago when I was 24. Um, is hot water good for your dreadlocks? I won't say that it's good. I'll say that hot water is good for cleaning hair, but at the end of the day, hot water isn't really good for hair, period. So no, not necessarily. I mean, we all use it. We all still use it because we want to clean our hair, but cool water is best. Thank you, Jalan. Oh, whoever just donated money. Thank you. How do I see who donated? I don't even know how to see who donated. But thank you. That's so sweet of you. Also, I really love your channel and tutorials. I'm a huge fan. So informative and easy to understand. Queen will always be a forever subby. Thank you, Organically Tina. That's sweet. Any tips for a teen with locks? Any tips for a teen with locks? What kind of struggles are you facing as a teen with locks? You know, I think that it's interesting. This is a little off topic, but not really. I listened to a podcast called The Casey Crew. That's with DJ Envy and his wife, Gia Casey. I don't know if you were familiar with. He's a New York DJ. He's a New York City DJ, and he has a podcast about his family and relationships and stuff like that. And on the podcast, they were discussing their son. And their son is 14 years old, and he wants locks. And DJ Envy, he was saying how, oh yeah, let's let him try locks or whatever. But his wife was just like, absolutely not. Like, I don't want him locking his hair. And she was just completely against it. And the whole time I'm listening to it, like, why are you so against your kid getting locks? Like, it doesn't have to be a permanent life commitment. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's best for teenagers to experiment with their hair before they have to like get jobs and stuff. Like, my mom let me dye my hair for the first time in 7th grade. 7th grade, I went like a reddish blonde for the first time. And I think that it's best for you to let your kids, again, I'm not a parent, but just thinking logically, it makes more sense for you to have your kids get that creativity out of their system as far as what they want to do with their hair. Let them do that younger. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we have a lot of issues with getting work, just a lot of judgment from having different hairstyles, as far as like just having different color hair or braids, or not really braids, but locks, and different colors and different funky haircuts. Like, let your kids play around with their hair. That's all I'm trying to say. So back to your question, advice for teens with locks: have fun with your hair. Have fun. That's what I have to say to you. Oh, I see Dante Adams is the one who sent me money. I appreciate your pride in your natural hair. I hope you can influence more Black women to do the same. Thank you, Dante. Thank you. I appreciate that. What up, boss? How do you feel about your longtime supporters calling you killer? Whenever people who don't know me personally call me killer, I'm always like, wait, do I know you? Like, because that's what my friends call me. Well, they called me that back in the day. They don't call me that as much anymore. That was my name from high school. And Killa was my nickname in high school because, you know, Killa Keish, it was just a cute thing that people used to say. That's why my name on Instagram was Killa Does That. But I don't have a problem with my followers calling me Killa, especially because my Instagram name was Killa. So I would have some nerve getting mad at people calling me Killa when my name on Instagram was Killa. Like, but it still makes me like, huh? For a moment, like, do I know you? For a moment. And then I have to remember, oh, okay. Yeah, my followers know my name is Killa. It's not a big deal. You can call me Killa. Would you ever combine your locks? Asks Devin Miles. I have combined several of my locks. I've combined several of my locks along the hairline of my entire head. The lady who started my locks, she didn't do a very good job as far as the parts, you know, accommodating for the fact that my hair is finer along my hairline. So I needed to combine them so they can be thicker so they wouldn't break off. Yeah, I will definitely let you know. I tried to research the problem, try certain oils, which help sometimes, but not long term, but I'll keep experimenting. Thanks for replying. All right, let me know. Whoops. I love your locks. I've had my locks for 3 years and I have mostly left them alone. Now I'm trying to do more styles. Thanks so much for sharing. How are your mom's locks doing? My mom's locks are doing well. She's still dyeing them very frequently. That's not going to change. I mean, she claims that she wants to look like Toni Morrison one day, but you're not going to look like Toni Morrison if you keep dyeing your hair, Mom. Just let it go gray if that's what you want to do. But yeah, her locks are thriving, healthy. Oh, I see a lot of you guys told me Dante donated. Thank you. I love your channel always. Oh, I stay rocking my high ponytail, 3 years locks. Thank you. 3 years. 3 years was a good time for me. I feel like the length was really cute. It was like up to here for me. That was a time where I was able to do my best styles, in my opinion. Like I was able to have fun with styles and they were really cute. So a lot of you guys talking about, oh, I can't wait till my hair is long, whatever. No. Take advantage of your locks at the length they're at, okay? Because there's things you can do now that you can't do when they're long. Or at least you're not going to have as much fun doing them when they're longer. Thank you, Jasmine Jack. Originally Tina, LOL, forgot to mention to the tenderheadedness. I don't use any products on my hair, just oils that I mix and aloe vera gel. You know, I wanted to play around with aloe vera gel. I mean, I've used aloe vera gel from like the beauty supply store, but I have never used the aloe vera gel out of the leaf for a retwist. I mean, I've used it on my hair as like a treatment, but I think I've had a video on that, but I've never done it on my hair as a retwist. So I think I want to play around and do that. I'll give that a try. Tiffany says, thank you so much for answering my question about my breakup after 9 years. I follow your videos all the time. Forgot to ask, would you consider cutting off your locks after a breakup? If that was the case, I wouldn't have locks right now. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No. No. If anything you want to change or whatever, change your hair color. I did. Or even just do like a really deep cleaning, like a apple cider vinegar rinse or something like that. I mean, unless you want to cut your locks, that's fine. If you want to cut them, that's fine. But I wouldn't do it just because of the breakup. I know a lot of women cut their hair because of a breakup or whatever, but that's not so much what we do in the loc community because of how much it takes for us to cultivate our locks. So it's a little more at stake. Okay, should I do this in 1 or 2? Sure. I'll put it in 1. Whatever. I'm gonna retwist the front. Okay. I want to take a piece of your. What? Do I have a moderator on here? Could somebody be a moderator for me? Is anybody willing to be a moderator? I still can't wait. Matiba, can you be? Oh, okay. Nadia, Nadia volunteered. Thank you. Thank you. If anybody says anything weird and creepy, please just please delete that comment or whatever options they give you. I don't know. Okay, where am I? There are so many bad stereotypes about locks. Yesterday, a lady at work asked me to wash my hair because my hair looks so clean. Wait, yesterday, a lady at work asked me, do I wash my hair because my hair looks so clean? I replied, yes, I do. I was thinking, what the hell? Isn't that crazy? Was she black? Was she white? What was she? Miss T? What was she? You know, it doesn't even really matter what she was. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, don't ask me. Don't ask me if I wash my hair. Like, it's hair. Do you wash your hair? Like, it's hair. Come on. She was black too? Wow, that's crazy. Hair. You wash hair. This is why I don't talk to people, man. I don't talk to people because people piss me off. I'd rather just ignore you. You better than me. I might have just ignored her. I don't know. You said it was a coworker. Was it a coworker who said that? Yeah. That's annoying. I don't know what else to say besides that's annoying. Like, how do your dreads stay straight? I put mine in a cap at night and some get bent at the ends. Oh, they get bent. I feel like if your locks are getting bent, I don't think it's from sleeping at night. I feel like that's like from braids and stuff, you know? But I sleep with, well, lately I just sleep with it out. I put a scarf on around my edges. But sometimes I use a dread sock, which completely covers my hair in satin and has elastic. But yeah, I think my locks stay straight in uniform because I palm roll them. I mean, obviously right now you're not seeing me palm roll. I'm just braiding them and retwisting the roots. But for the most part, I palm roll my hair. Aloe vera gel for me keeps my hair soft, but so does not have a strong hold. Oh yeah. Yeah. I bet I figured that. Like most of these natural gels don't have strong hold abilities. I plait my hair when it's damp. What can I use to prevent the mildew smell after they dry? Oh. You have to have your hair in the sun. I know sun kills mildew and mold and stuff. You gotta like let it sun dry. Like if you're gonna braid it up while it's wet, you can't just not be in a room with no circulation or anything like that. You have to let it dry completely or else it will mildew up and stuff. But when you wash your hair again, I would wash it with apple cider vinegar, like diluted. But So you just want to not wash it and just cover up the smell? Is that what you're asking? I don't recommend that, but I would use like a hair deodorizer, like a water and essential oil mixture, just to hold it down until you wash it. What do you feel about weave? It's not for me. That's how I feel. You know, it's fine. I don't care if what other people do with their bodies and their heads. That's not the kind of person that I am personally. A bunch of my friends wear weave or they wear wigs. Matter of fact, I don't think any of my friends have like I could only okay. No, one of my friends relaxes her hair. Only one. The rest of my friends have natural hair or locks. But of the friends who have natural hair, about half of them wear their natural hair out, and the other half wear their hair covered in with a wig or with weaves and stuff. And that's fine. Like, a lot of times, like it's a part of Black culture for women to, you know, want to switch up their hair a lot. I don't think that's a problem. And an easy way to switch up your hair is by using wigs and weaves. But it's another story if you're using your wigs and your weaves as a crutch, you know, to make you feel beautiful or something like that. Like if you don't feel beautiful without it, then I think that's when it becomes a problem. But otherwise, it's cool. So, you know, make sure it looks, you know, laid and and you know, clean. They used to ask the same thing at work, Nadia. They used to ask you if you wash your hair. Like, what is going on with the world? Like, how do you even feel comfortable enough to ask somebody that? What if you said no? What would they say? Like, why would you like first of all, mind your business. Don't ask me about my hygiene and my personal maintenance. Do I stink? Then if I don't stink, don't ask me nothing. This is why I work alone. This is why I work alone, okay? Um, where am I? Any meetups this summer? Maybe. I don't have anything planned yet. I know me and Malcolm were supposed to work on something, but he's so busy. That's a hard time like keeping up with him. Malcolm from Loc Nation. We'll see. I know there's a meetup. Oh, I think that's today. I think there's something going on in Maryland, like with Curly New Growth. I think she's having a Loc Appreciation Day event today or maybe next weekend. I'm not sure. But I'm in New York. I think I would like to plan something. I don't know. I know a lot of people wanted a lock lituation. But yeah, that may take some planning. That may take some time. So stay tuned. If you had to restart your locks, what changes would you make? If I had to restart my locks, what changes would I make? I would make them thicker. And that's really it. I would make them thicker. So they make it hard for those who do keep their locks clean. Is mineral oil bad for locks? Honestly, mineral oil is bad, period. I shouldn't say that. I should not say that. From my research on mineral oil, there's good mineral oil and there's bad mineral oil, but it's very difficult for you to determine which mineral oil is bad and which mineral oil is good. So it's best to just stay away from mineral oil. I mean, a lot of the times they sneak up and put mineral oil in products all over the place. But so just be cautious, you know, or just be aware so you can like limit your consumption. Can I say consumption in this context? I don't know, but you know what I mean. Just limit your usage of the product of the mineral oil. So I have a question. Does anyone put a headscarf on when they shower to keep it from fizzing up? from frizzing up. I do that only if I'm trying to preserve, you know, my hairstyle or whatever. If maybe I retwisted it. Maybe I retwisted it that day, or like recently I will put a scarf on. Or if I'm about to go out, before I'm about to go out and I want it to look decent before I leave the house, I do that. 2 more braids, guys, and then I'm out of here. Am I caught up on the comments? Oh, not yet. Ooh. What kind of oil is best for really dry, itchy scalp and for dry locks? Honestly, you have to try different products and see what works best for you. All of our scalps are different. All of our hair is different. We all have different sensitivities to different ingredients. So you have to play a game of guess and check. Any product as far as retwisting or moisturizing can be good depending on your usage and how often you wash. Devin Miles, definitely. Exactly. I asked them, do they wash their hairs? Yes. Do you wash your hair? Do you wash your fur? Don't ask me about my locks, okay? When I honestly, I don't know if it's just the energy that I put out. I never get that kind of energy from people, from my coworkers. Like when I did have coworkers, only in like 2 of my jobs, I worked with a lot of white people. The other jobs I worked with Black people, and they were always very complimentary about my hair. The Black people and the white people, they never said it. They just didn't comment. They didn't comment. I remember I did have one white man tell me to cover up my braids. At that point, I was like, when I was a caseworker at my last job, I was also a generalist. So basically, I did like a lot of tasks in the facility, and I was in the kitchen. He told me to put a hair net on my braids. I'm like, oh, you think these are braids? Okay, interesting. But that was the most comment I've gotten, like from a white person on my locks. Like they don't say anything to me. And Black people, they just give me compliments on it. The color, when I used to have red, they used to always compliment the color and stuff like that. And oh, it's so long, or oh, it looks so healthy, like stuff like that. I never gotten any weird, inappropriate microaggression kind of questions. Like I never dealt with that. And on Instagram, I saw fairly recently, and Patrice made a video here on YouTube addressing that. I don't know if she was referencing the thing that was going on Instagram, but it was the same topic. So somebody had left a question, and it was posted on the Shade Room. And the question was, I have locks and my coworkers are constantly putting their hands in my hair. How do I get them to stop? I usually yank my head, but how do I get them to stop without being rude? Someone like me would never have that issue. Never. Why is it so hard to tell people not to touch your hair? How is that difficult? I would think that yanking your head away from someone's hand is rude compared to saying, hey, John, can you not touch my hair, please? I don't know. I hope none of you guys have that issue. If you do, open your mouth and say, please don't touch my hair. That's it. That's it. It's really a simple solution. Open up your mouth and be assertive. Okay, where am I? Okay, love you and your locks. Been watching your locks grow for a minute now, and it was definitely motivation through my short stage, and it still is. Thank you, Brianna Murphy. I'm a nurse, so I didn't have a choice. Yikes. Oh, snap. Where are these comments going? Okay. Hey, from South Africa, recently started following you, and I have been loving your videos. Thank you, South Africa. What time is it in South Africa right now? What time is it? Evening? Or early morning, probably. I don't know. Loc Appreciation Day. I believe Loc Appreciation Day is Today is today Loc Appreciation Day? Is today Loc Appreciation Day, guys? Let's make a post because I'm pretty sure QO Chemist, I believe she was the first one to like really establish Loc Appreciation Day. And I think she said it was the 3rd Saturday or the 4th Saturday in June. Oh man, I think today is Loc Appreciation Day. So if today is Loc Appreciation Day, happy Loc Appreciation Day, guys. I gotta make a post on IG. I cannot believe it. I'm terrible. I suck. Before you go, can we see your braids up close in the back of your head? Sure. What type of food do you think will help hair grow healthy? Fruits and vegetables, live fruits and vegetables. And when I say live, I mean like raw, like, you know, not cooked or even steamed, like, you know, lightly cooked. Fruits, vegetables, water. It's healthy foods. It's healthy. You know what healthy is. And water. Did I say that already? Yeah, drink water. Sometimes I use a scarf and cap at Nadia. Oh, in the shower? Yeah. If somebody could send me a shower cap that will fit my hair, I would greatly appreciate it. You know what I do sometimes when I get in the shower? I put my hair in like a messy bun on top of my head, you know, and tie it down with something like this. And then I put the shower cap on top of that because it's not going to fit my whole head. Like, that's it. Like, so I would just be looking silly, looking like a mushroom or something. Like, I got a shower cap just on top of my bun right there. So if there's a shower cap out there that can fit all my hair and fit like a normal person around my hairline, that'd be awesome. Put me on. Send it to my P.O. box. Mostly Caucasians or people from Haiti that ask me that. I don't know if I should say this, but I'll say it. I know there's a lot of different cultures don't have certain, how do I put this? Like manners are different in certain cultures. Like I notice where I live in New York, there's a certain community of people who don't have manners as far as like personal space, because where they're from countries that are overly populated, so they're used to not having personal space. So while personal space is important for Americans because that's just how we're socialized, it's not important for them because that's not how they were socialized. So I try not to get too offended when people certain things, because at the end of the day, like, people have different senses of what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. For instance, Caribbean people, I can say that because my people are Caribbean. My mom, my family, all of them are Guyanese. My mom, my dad, everybody. Oh, and my family that's married into, they're Trinidadian. They are super blunt. Like, they will tell you, oh, you're getting fat, like, as an observation. It's not an insult, but like, if you tell that to an American, like, that'll be offensive. You know what I mean? So that was at your comment, Nadia. So I know the groups, or one of the groups that you mentioned is kind of like that. They have a different understanding of you know, what's socially acceptable. Keisha, I'm having problems with my locks being dry. I keep them moisturized with water and oil. What do you suggest? Maybe you want to try a different oil. Try different oils and see which one works best. But I think you're doing a good job using water and oil. It's nighttime in South Africa. Okay. I'm going to research that for you and I'll send you one. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you. I know they have the jumbo shower caps for people with a lot of hair. I don't know who makes it though, but Amazon is great for that. Yeah, I should take Amazon. I have Amazon Prime. I'll check. What's going on here? Okay, I have 2 more left. I think I've been had 2 more left. Okay, yeah, I already sectioned that out. Okay, here we go. Where are we? Where's okay. Oh, check out Jackie Alina. Jackie Aina, the makeup girl. She has a link for those African print bonnets that come in large sizes for long locks. I bought one. They are satin lined too. Huh. You know, on Instagram, Loc Loc Crush, she makes bonnets. But I'm really thinking about I'm thinking about shower caps. I'm from the tri-state area also. I'm always in New York, originally from New Jersey, and now I'm in the Poconos areas in Pennsylvania. I understand. I found out later that it's cultural. Yeah. Grapeseed oil is good, Desiree. Yes, I agree. Grapeseed oil is good. Grapeseed oil is an ingredient. It's one of the ingredients in my horsetail leaf growth oil, in fact. Okay, I think I'm caught up finally. Okay. Okay. Do you ever plan on going on tour? You know, if I did go on tour, what would I do? Exactly. I'm in DC, and there's definitely a market here for you to come and do an in-person workshop on all things locks. Oh, hmm. Oh, I'll keep that in my mental Rolodex. Actually, I was in talks of doing something like that with one of my lock influencer friends on here. I won't say her name because I don't know if I should talk about it, but yeah, I'll chop it up with her. Yes, love and rose water. I like rose water. I prefer to use rose water on my face than on my hair, though. I mean, it does smell good, so I do like it in my hair for that reason. But I like rose water a lot for the benefits for my skin, personally. I'd contribute my coins. You are the realest one out here. That's weird. Thank you, Sarah. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. You should get your life and finish these braids. I always like struggle when it comes to starting off a cornrow. Okay, there we go. I have to, get the rhythm right. Convo done? No more convo? You guys want to watch me? Do you use the rose water as a spritzer for your face? If you watched me in the beginning of the video, you would have seen me. Yes, I do. I love that. I love it. I love it. Regular shower caps don't fit over my locks either. I use Walmart bags. And throw it away when I'm done. I get a few while I'm out shopping. I never thought to use a plastic bag. That's crazy. And that's not even dumb at all. That's actually smart. What? And that's not ghetto, that's resourceful. Listen, listen, listen. You got to get it how you live. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. I use rosemary oil and avocado oil. That works so well for me. On your hair, right? My arm's starting to get that burn. Yeah, I'm ready to wrap this up. I've been on here for an hour. I'm not going anywhere until this is done, though. Yes, recycling matters. Go green. Go green. Woo! Yikes. Emu oil is also good. Yes, it is. And I have emu oil on my shop if you want to try my mixture. Highly recommend it. Do I have it around me? I do, but not with the label on it, so that's not fun to show you. Actually, my emu oil right now is sold out, but it's not actually sold out. I need more labels. I don't want to send out the bottles without labels. That's tacky. And I need it to be redesigned, and my brother's out of town. Yeah, so my emu oil is gonna be out of stock for a little while. So I'm sorry about that, but I have an abundance of these left. And that's the horsetail leaf growth oil, by the way. Does anyone on here have experience cutting their locks and then cutting them again into lots of styles? Once I cut mine in 2014, I kept cutting into shorter styles through the end of 2015. Experience cutting the locks and then cutting them again in different styles. You know, I always wondered like how that would be for me, like cutting my locks. Like if I were to cut my locks into a style, like would I have like those blunt ends? And how would I feel about that look? I don't know. How do you manage to sleep with those braids? Mine gives me a headache. Well, if it's not too tight, it shouldn't give a headache. If it gives you a headache, then it's too tight. And if it is too tight, then I'll get up and I will undo my braids because I value my sleep. Okay? I need my beauty sleep. I don't play around. Any suggestions for getting rid of hyperpigmentation? Exfoliation. People sleep on exfoliating like your skin. Like you need to exfoliate your skin. And I recommend that you do it daily. And I recommend that you exfoliate your skin with like exfoliating gloves. That's what I do. I don't really care for those exfoliating washes with the stuff inside of it. I mean, they work, but I prefer you using like regular soap or whatever, regular face wash with exfoliating gloves. That's all. That's one, because that's going to get rid of the layer skin. By the way, I'm going to have a skincare video coming soon. Like when I say soon, I mean maybe July. But yeah, so exfoliating is going to get rid of the dead skin. It's going to get rid of a layer of, you know, that dead skin. And when you have hyperpigmentation, those like the scarred layer of skin needs to be exfoliated off or away. Oh, I guess it depends on the kind of hyperpigmentation that you have. Sometimes it needs to fade. But as far as moisturizing, I like to recommend sweet almond oil and rose hip seed oil. Those are game changers for me personally. You know, I have heard great things about vitamin C serum. I personally have never, I think I've used it before. I have used vitamin C once. And I think the brand that I had, I didn't really care for, so I never tried it again. But I need to find another brand of vitamin C. But I swear by sweet almond oil and rose hip seed oil. And those are really great for hyperpigmentation. They're also really good for just getting your skin soft and preventing like little fine lines and wrinkles. So that's what I use like around my eyes, like dark circles under my eyes, and like the side of my eyes where like little fine lines want to creep in, or like my smile lines because I smile really big and it gives me wrinkles a little bit. And yeah, I had I have a little scarring from like mishaps, and I find that exfoliating. Well, some scarring I can get rid of. Like I have chickenpox scars, and those are more like craters, so I can't really get rid of those. Here, 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 and here, I have a bunch. But yeah, exfoliating and moisturizing with sweet almond oil and rose hip seed oil. Cutting bangs. Oh, who cut bangs here on YouTube? Barbie Locs? Did Barbie Locs cut bangs? Am I getting her confused? I think Barbie Locs had bangs before. I think she might have grown them out by now, though. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else with bangs. Narissa Irvin, Narissa Nefertiri, does she have? She has bangs, right? Or does she just wear it like bangs, like faux bangs? I forget. No, she definitely had bangs before. I don't know if she still does. Um, Blunt ends can be prevented by getting locks cut by a loctician. When I try myself, my ends look a hot mess. Yeah, I want to see the technique that locticians use to cut locks so that they don't have blunt ends. I would like to see like how they do it exactly. Hi Keisha, love you. I've been rocking pipe cleaner curls ever since I discovered you on YouTube. Keep up the good work. I'm 15 years old. Or 15 years old or 15 years locked? I think you mean 15 years locked. Thank you. My locks are looser at the front hairline, so they are kind of wispy. Okay, I don't normally put this in my hair, but it's getting dry. Hi, oh, what was I? My locks are looser at the front hairline, so they are kind of wispy. Yeah, my hair is looser around the front as well. But I personally wouldn't do bangs. I wouldn't cut bangs in my hair because I don't like hair on my forehead. I don't like things touching my forehead. I'm like really weird about my forehead. Like for whatever reason, like a side sweep is fine, but like anything else, it just annoys me. Like I like my face bare from hair, and I was like that ever since my hair was straight too. I hated bangs. I used to always put a headband on or get it off my forehead. Like it just drove me nuts. I sew my bangs. Everyone seems to love it. So, what do you mean you sew your bangs? What do you mean by that? And the comments want to disappear. Okay, now they're back. Okay. Yeah, what do you mean by you sew your bangs? What do you think about permanent lock extensions? I mean, I think it's kind of lame, but to each their own, you know. Everyone doesn't want to go through the growing process. I think that kind of sucks. I think that that's an important stage to go through, but hey, it's not my hair, it's yours. So you do what you want. I said that because I have bangs, Keisha. That response to someone who asked for a question. Wait, what's going on? Sade? Okay, y'all having a conversation. I think I missed some stuff. Yes, I do a side sweep bang. Also, like you sew it in place. I think I know what you mean. Like you do a side sweep and then you sew it so it doesn't fall out. Okay. Hey, La Queen. Good to see you on live in person. Hi, Frank Herbert. Is it possible for me to bypass going to loctician because I'm kind of new into locking my hair? Any ideas? Yeah, check out my old videos. I went to a loctician just to get my locks started, and then I maintained them on my own since then. If I've ever gone to a loctician after that, it's because, you know, I was getting them styled for like a photo shoot or like my birthday. Okay, yeah, y'all having conversations and stuff. I'm getting confused. Any advice regarding hair psoriasis with locks? Yikes. Normally I would never, like, I shouldn't say never. Normally I don't recommend like shea butter on locks because they're pretty heavy. I know a lot of people do use it. I know my mom, like, whenever she goes to this one guy to do her hair, she really likes how he washes her hair. So she goes to him sometimes, and he makes like a moisturizing mix for her scalp, and it has shea butter in it. I personally don't prefer for people to use shea butter in their locks because it's so thick and heavy, and it causes buildup. But the health benefits of shea butter are like unmatched. And I personally never, I don't know anybody who has psoriasis, but I remember back in college, like, I had a friend who had eczema on her scalp, and I recommended shea butter. Oh, and I also had a friend who had eczema, like a really bad eczema on her skin, and I recommended shea butter, and it healed both of them. Like, the scalp situation healed, and the skin situation healed. So although that I do feel like that's kind of risky. I don't know. Well, again, psoriasis and eczema are not the same. I'm not very knowledgeable about psoriasis, but I would recommend giving shea butter a shot. But be very what's the opposite of generous? What do they say? What do they say on the bottle when they say be generous or like not generous? But I forgot the phrase they usually use on the bottle of like products and stuff when they don't want you to be generous. Use a little bit of the product. Use a little bit of shea butter. Okay, don't use a lot. Use it sparingly. Is that it? Sparingly, yes. Thank you, Sade. use it sparingly so you don't cause buildup. So you don't cause buildup in your locks. And this is my final braid. But I have heard somebody say that they had to cut their locks off because of their psoriasis. I mean, I don't think that you would have to resort to that. But I understand if it's so much of a problem, a struggle, then I see why you would want to. I hate when this happens. I left the lock out, so I gotta go back inside. Wait, is this just one? Let me make sure I don't find another one. Yo, this happens to me all the time. Like, should I just put it in a lock knot? I'm gonna just like put it in a lock knot or something, yo. That's so annoying. It's in the dead center of my head. Okay, I'm gonna make a lock knot. Wait. Let me catch up. Oh, you guys, wait. I think I missed a lot of comments. Okay, y'all have a conversation. Okay. Well, I don't think I can get access to a loctician. What do you advise? Go to my channel. I think I don't know if you're talking about the same thing you're talking about earlier, but I recommend you check out my old videos. Oh wait, do you mean you have an afro right now? So your locks, you didn't even start your locks yet? Oh, then you gotta hit up a homegirl or something. Like, you gotta have somebody do it for you if you're totally lost and you can't get a loctician. I went to a loctician when I started my locks, but now I maintain them myself. But if I need a style, I'll go to a loctician. When I'm lazy, when it happens, I just leave it. You just leave it? I'm not gonna just leave it because I still want to like to braid out afterwards. So I'm gonna put in a lock knot, so it at least has some kind of curl situation. So curious, what do you like to eat? I'm not a picky eater. I'm not a picky eater. I like Caribbean food. I like American food. I like Italian food. I like Mexican food. Oh my gosh, when I went to Mexico last month, was that last month? No, in April I went to Mexico. Yo, best Mexican food ever. I mean, obviously it's gonna be the best Mexican food, right? But like, it was incredible. Like, what is Taco Bell? What is Chipotle? Like, what is that? Nah. Mexico, the food in Mexico was everything. I can still taste sauces and stuff that they used in there. Ah, man. Anyway, we're back. Um, I like the look of perm rods and locks. I love perm rod lock curls. That's my fave. I haven't done it in a while, but that's definitely bae. Keisha has some really great tutorials since her locks are thicker. Thank you. Especially with perm rods. Yes. Finally, I got to you live. Hi, Lee Singleton. Or Leah. Yeah, Leah. Hi, Leah. Finally, I got you live. I love you so much. You have given me the best advice of all. I am almost 2 years locked and started with braids under lock. You taught me that, and I maintain my locks on my own. Awesome. Sounds like a life-changing experience with the Mexican food. Will you be my tour guide? Yes, at the life-changing experience. No, at the tour guide. Okay, so I'm going to try to do a lock knot. Let me see if I can remember how to do it. Wait, let me think. How do I do a lock knot? Okay, I'm going to fold it right here. And then I'm going to wrap it around. This is not the way I did it before in the past. You can tell this is not the way I did it. I might end up redoing this. Wait. Actually, this might work. Am I in frame? Good. Okay, and then I'll stick it in the little loop. Oh, that's not bad. I made a lock knot, guys. I got a random little lock knot in the middle of my head. Thought I'd try. Ha. I'm super tender-headed. I try not to retwist often. When I go over 3 months, my scalp gets tender to the touch. Oh, that's different. That's a different kind of tender-headed. When you go over 3 months without retwisting, your scalp gets tender? Huh. That's strange. I don't know what to tell you. Also, love your beautiful lock jewelry and lock sleeves. Thank you. That reminds me, I actually made a bunch recently and I need to upload them to my shop so you guys can check them out. I got a ton of new pieces that I need to add to my shop. Wait, my mom borrowed one and she never gave back. She's loose natural. Oh, you talking about the infinity head wraps? I thought she meant the lock jewelry. I'm like, how does she wear lock jewelry? But she can braids and twists and stuff. So, but yes, I do have customers who have loose natural hair who wear the infinity head wraps, and they work very well with them as well. This is so cool. Communicating live, you're awesome. I have top off. Please come to DC. Thanks for joining, Sarah. I bought 2 infinity hair wraps. I love them. Thank you, Brittany. What are your thoughts on them? What are your thoughts on watching locks with crowns on them? What? That's one thing I don't do is twist on my freeforms. Are you responding to somebody? Now I'm confused. Twist on my freeforms. Okay, let me get out of here. So, let me show you guys the back. Let me do a 360. Well, I'll do two 180s. Here's my little lock knot. So let's let me show you this side now. I'm trying to be really careful because I am not dressed. Okay. Let me know if I expose myself, okay? So I don't save this video. But what was I gonna say? So let's all bow our heads and pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Keisha just braided her hair live on YouTube. She did it kind of tight, but through your grace, it won't be too tight to the point where she has to take it out before it's fully dried. So, Lord, please let these braids hold, not provide no headaches. Let her go to the gym, get her workout in, and when it's time for her to take them down, let the curls be bountiful and beautiful. Amen. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Have a good weekend.